Alright, what's good everyone? Welcome to another trade recap video, and this is just going to be covering the trades that I took this week. You can see this Monday, so I've only taken one trade, and it's basically the one that I sent out yesterday, and I didn't explicitly share a trade. What I said was what I was looking for, and I ended up executing on what I said, and I was just like, would you guys want a trade recap of these trades, and you guys did want one. So I don't know if you guys were paying attention, but I had two separate entries, so it wasn't just from what I sent out last night. I took one a little bit earlier as well inside of Asia session, which was 3246. And then the one that I actually sent out was 3257.3, which was based off of what I said here, which was, hey, I saw London session's about to start, so it's 10:52 right here, if you guys can see the screenshot on my phone. 10:52, so London session opens in 8 minutes, right? For me in my time zone, PST, it's going to open at 11, which is 2 a.m. in Eastern time. And I saw this pullback, and I was like, what else can I look for? And I saw on the 1 hour, there's this super tiny IFEG, and I was just like, or it's not an IFEG yet, but I was like, I want to see this maybe become an IFEG. Curious to see if it runs up and closes above this 1 hour bearish fair value gap. And that's exactly what it did. So I said I was going to bed, but I waited for London session open. I saw that close, and I just got in, held my position from the 15 minute. So if we scale down, I can show you. This was the main entry from the 15 minute that I was showing you guys. So this right here, this low, by the way, the reason why it's already annotated is because I was making a video and my camera was like this. So I was talking and it was covering my entire screen. One of the worst feelings. Anyways, this pulled back, and you can see that it kind of like, as London session's about to open, and it pulled all the way back and closed right here above the 1 hour. You see that? So it literally closed above the 1 hour, and you can make sure of it, like, just in case you can't see it clearly, by just hovering over the close. So on the top left, the close of this candle's 3259.81, and then you look at the bottom of this wick, and the bottom of this wick, the low, is 3259.76. So this candle's higher than that, and I mean, it's clear to look at it. You can kind of see that it is closing above. And so when I saw that, I was like, okay, nice. And that's not my only confluence. It's like we also had this bullish fair value gap supporting it, and then on the 1 hour to the left, we also had this IFEG. So it's another super close example, but it did actually close above. So this right here was kind of like, it's in the discount of this 1 hour IFEG right here. So it's supposed to run back up. It should have even ran back up a little bit earlier. So when I started seeing this, I was like, everything's kind of aligning for this entry. So I layered in another position on top of the one that I had initially from here, which I got in pretty late. Like I said, 3246 was my entry, and that was from this open of this candle. Because I got in a little late, I saw this tap in, but I wasn't ready for it, and I was just like, this is a 1 hour IFEG, and I was expecting the 4 hour to be inverted. So this big 4 hour one, let me see. I was expecting this big 4 hour one to get inverted. And so basically once I started seeing the confirmation, I got into my position off of the 15 minute right here, and then I got into one right here expecting this move to actually happen. So those were my two positions, and I held them to the daily target right here, which got hit this morning. Ran straight through it. I'm glad I was asleep, so I didn't actually worry about what was going on there. Yeah, that's kind of it for the trade recap. It was pretty simple trades and a good start to the week. I don't know if I'll be making much videos because I do have a lot of school to work on and focus on. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later in the week. Peace out.